get the right representative, and Thad knows as well, we get the right representatives, a whole lot of things will change real fast.
Richmond parents are speaking out against the school board for what they call a series of bad situations. And parents aren't the only ones disappointed with the decisions the board is making. We have complete coverage tonight. Our Leland Pinder tells us why one board member says they rejected a rezoning plan for an overcrowded middle school, and why city leaders are saying they may get involved.
But first, we're going to start with our Maggie Marshall. She spoke to parents who addressed the school board about their concerns. Maggie?
Hey, Candace, about 50 or so concerned parents came out. They came together to strategize their plan for change. It's a change they say cannot wait until the school board elections in 2024.
Obviously, there's a bad situation.
A group of Richmond Public School parents.
Too many scenarios are coming up that are poor.
Are fed up.
I heard about recall. I heard about obviously waiting for a 2-year election, which is somewhat distant.
The parents came together as a group called Kids First RPS. They're putting pressure on the school board to do just that.
Whether you support the administration or not, we cannot be adversarial, because if the administration does not succeed, our kids don't succeed.
This group is taking issue with the school board on a handful of topics over the last year. They feel no community engagement happens for some board members' districts.
Let's all have a conversation as normal people.
They take issues with surprise proposals being brought up and voted on before public input.
Email their board representative and press them to not do that.
They feel politics is being prioritized over kids.
If we get the right representative, and Thad knows as well, we get the right representatives, a whole lot of things will change real fast.
As well as taking issue with governance and rezoning. These parents explored options for accountability.
I've obviously heard some people talk about, what about recall?
Recalls they agreed may not be the best option, but found that lawsuits against the board could be.
That avenue has been pursued and is continuing to be pursued.
While the chance for change in a school board election may not happen soon, it's not stopping these parents from organizing future campaigns and continuing to call for change.
If everyone emailed their school board rep every week, I think we could hold the dam until we could get some new people elected. I think that's one thing we could all do.
I gave all the school board members an opportunity to directly comment on these claims. However, it was after hours, so I am still waiting for a response. But these parents, they're not the only ones speaking out against the school board this week. The school board earlier this week voted to not rezone an overcrowded River City Middle School. It's causing school leaders and city leaders to really be at odds, and it's causing parents to be really concerned. My colleague Leland Pinder, he tells us about why there is a divide. Leland?
Well, Maggie, earlier today we reported on statements issued by school board member Kenya Gibson and board chair Shonda Harris Muhammad, who were among those that came together to defeat that rezoning proposal. Now, of course, reasons vary for each board member's vote, and tonight we're learning for Jonathan Young, it comes down to space and school choice.
Thank you. We have a motion on the floor.
Richmond Public Schools board member Jonathan Young was one of 5 no votes on a plan Monday night to rezone overcrowded River City Middle.
Mr. Young.
No. In his view,
what the administration proposed made 0 sense.
River City Middle School was built for 1,500 students. It has more than 1,600 right now and could have more than 1,700 by 2024. The proposal moves more than 400 kids to 3 other middle schools, bringing all 4 schools to about 75% capacity. Young's biggest concern, the extra space at those 4 schools.
My concerns specifically include appropriating a quarter of our middle school space to vacancy. Just doesn't make any sense, i.e. to cap our middle school buildings at 75%.
I noted it didn't appear their proposal would necessarily cap enrollment to 75% at those school buildings, and I asked, could those seats be filled later? Young pointed to RPS enrollment as further support for his position.
Well, I wish we had that problem. I really do. I wish that we were growing our enrollment in Richmond Public Schools, but the truth is that we are retreating. We are losing students.
Superintendent Jason Camrus rejecting that claim on Twitter early Tuesday morning. Another sticking point for Young, he says the current proposal would negatively impact school choice.
It's also imperative that we provide families choice, recognizing that every child is different.
We ain't staying quiet.
Outside of River City Thursday, 9th District Representative Nicole Jones, who supported the plan, part of a group expressing their displeasure with the school board's vote.
This is about action because we should not even be having to stand here doing this.
City Councilman Mike Jones not ruling out the city getting involved, saying council could consider codifying not allowing schools to be over capacity while nearby ones are not.
You should never have to codify to do the right thing, but if that's what needs to happen, a resolution can come forth from council easily.
And this rezoning proposal will come before the school board again on Monday. And Jonathan Young tells me at that time he fully expects the board to adopt a plan that provides immediate relief to families and students here at River City Middle School. So that's, of course, encouraging, but exactly what that looks like, we'll have to wait and see.